Hello students, welcome to all Instagram classes. So today I will be taking the third part of chapter 2 from class 6 science, that is the components of food. Okay, so already in part 1 and part 2 we have discussed a lot about different nutrients, carbohydrates, vitamins, proteins, minerals, fats. So all major nutrients and also about dietary fibers and water. We have discussed that in two videos, in my past two videos. Today we will see about balanced diet. We know that the food we eat every day is full of some diets. So how can we get that the diet which we are taking is a balanced diet or not? Then we will see about obesity, what causes obesity. Then we will see deficiency diseases, different diseases which are called because of the deficiency of some vitamins or some minerals. Then we will see malnutrition, how a person gets undernourished, okay, how the nourishment has been lowered. Then we will see two major diseases, the Kwashiorkor and the marasmus. After that, we shall be discussing about disease or disorders that are caused because of the deficiency of vitamins and minerals. Okay, so let's start with balanced diet. The food we normally eat in a day is our diet. What is our diet? All the foods that in a particular day we are taking is our diet. Okay? So for growth and maintenance of a good health, our diet should have all the nutrients that our body needs. Okay? So that we should have a proper growth of our body, we should have a good health. For that, what we need? We need that we should eat all the nutrients in our day-to-day life, in our diet. Okay? And that should be in a right quantity. It is not like that some nutrient you take in excess and some you take in very low quantity. No. Each nutrient should go in our body in a very balanced way. Okay, that's why it's called balanced diet. Okay, एक फिक्स अमाउंट, एक बैलेंस अमाउंट होना चाहिए किसी भी न्यूट्रिएंट का. ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई न्यूट्रिएंट आप बहुत एक्सेस में ले लीजिए और कोई बिल्कुल कम ले लीजिए, तो इट इज नॉट अ बैलेंस्ड डाइट. You need all the nutrients in a right quantity, in a proportional amount. Okay, so not too much of one and not too little of the other is good. Okay, किसी का बहुत ज़्यादा किसी न्यूट्रिएंट का और किसी न्यूट्रिएंट का बहुत कम, दोनों क्या है? दोनों नहीं अच्छा है. So the diet should contain a good amount of roughes also. Okay, dietary fibers जो होते हैं उनका भी एक good amount होना चाहिए and water also. Okay, such a diet is called a balanced diet, जिसमें आपके सारे न्यूट्रिएंट्स हो, एक फिक्स एक लिक्विड अमाउंट हो, एक अच्छी सी अमाउंट हो. और a balanced diet is a diet which contains all necessary nutrients in the amount that is needed for the normal functioning of a body. Okay, so if we see the definition of a diet, first we will see the definition of a diet. So diet is what? Diet is the food we normally eat in a day is our diet. Okay, the food we normally eat in a day is our diet. Okay? अगर आप एक दिन का पूरा चार्ट बनाते हैं कि whatever foods you have taken from morning till night, you will get to know that in the morning suppose you have taken tea, then you have taken milk, and in the breakfast one apple, you have taken bread, you have taken. So each portion of the food that you have eaten contains some nutrients. Okay, कुछ nutrients होंगे हर food में, and if you are going to make the portion and you are going to calculate the amount, how much vitamins you have taken, how much proteins you have taken, how much carbohydrates you have taken. So that calculation of nutrients is our diet of one day. Okay? So for growth and maintenance of a good health, we need a diet that should be in a right quantity. Okay? Too much of any nutrient or too little of any nutrient, both are harmless. So what is a balanced diet? So now we will see balanced diet is a diet that has all necessary nutrients. That has got all the necessary nutrients, and these nutrients should be in an amount that is needed. Okay, in an amount that is needed for a normal body function. Okay, so balanced diet is a diet that has got all necessary nutrients in an amount that is needed for normal body function. So this was about diet and a balanced diet. Now the question is, do all age of people require equal diet? Okay, so question is that what do you think that all ages people need the same type of diet? क्या हर एज ग्रुप में एक डाइट है, कोई डाइट है जो हर एज ग्रुप के लिए चाहिए? और do you think that we need a balanced diet that would depend upon the physical work that we are doing? Okay, so yes, it is very true. People at different ages vary with their diets. Okay, they require different diets, different types of diets at different age. It's not like the young one is eating what that the old person is going to be eat. So हर एज पे, लाइफ के हर एज पे हमें डिफरेंट डाइट्स चाहिए होगी. जो एक बच्चा खाता है वो एक बूढ़ा नहीं खा सकता. ओके, एंड सिमिलरली इफ वी टॉक अबाउट कि अगर सेम एज की भी बात करें तो एट द सेम एज ऑल्सो डाइट डिफर्स. ओके, आई मे बी of my age person has to eat something else and maybe I have to eat something else. So at the same age also it's not necessary that all the person have a same diet. So everybody has a specific diet that fix according to that person even if they belong to a same age group. Okay, so this balanced diet is same for all. So the question is, the answer is no. So diet किस हिसाब से डिफर करेगी? एक तो डिफरेंट एज ग्रुप के हिसाब से, ओके, डिफरेंट एज ग्रुप, डिफरेंट ग्रुप के पीपल का डिफरेंट डाइट होगी। दूसरी चीज है कि सेम एज ग्रुप वाले जो हैं उनकी भी डाइट डिफर करेगी, एंड दैट इज गोइंग टू डिफर अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट पर्सन the diet what he is going to take, the diet that fits a particular person. ओके सो दो चीज है कि एक तो हर डिफरेंट एज ग्रुप में डिफरेंट होगा। चाइल्ड जब आप होंगे तो आप डिफरेंट फूड खाएंगे, टीनेज होंगे तो आप डिफरेंट फूड खाएंगे, एडल्ट जब आप होंगे तो यू हैव अ डिफरेंट set of balanced diet, and when you get old you have a different diet. But in the same group also the diet differs. एक एज में भी डाइट डिफर करती है, और डाइट किस हिसाब से डिफर करती है कि उस पर्टिकुलर पर्सन को कौन सी डाइट फिट बैठती है, और उस पर्सनलाइज्ड डाइट जो होगी वो किस पे डिपेंड करती है। ओके नाउ वी विल सी कि पर्सनलाइज्ड डाइट डिपेंड्स ऑन personalized diet depends on the first thing is on the age, second thing is according to their sex. If a male is there, it is always seen that a male eats more than as compared to a female. Okay, according to the likes and dislikes of a particular person, according to its tolerance capacity, some persons they can't eat much oily food, okay, because they can't tolerate it. They just feel indigestion or something like that. And there are other persons who can't eat much of proteins. Okay, medical history, some persons are suffering from some particular disease, like if somebody is suffering from diabetes, he can't take much of carbohydrates. If somebody is suffering from some kidney disease, he can't take much of protein, much of water. He has been limited to water intake also. So okay, so according to their medical history also their diet differs. According to their activity plan, what is the workout they are doing, according to their daily activity. A worker who is working in a field needs more food than a person who is sitting in an office and doing his job. Okay, similarly on the activity plan and also a lifestyle of a person. Okay, so personalized diet depends on, the first thing is on the age. Different age group people have got different diets. On their sex, whether it's a female or a male. Okay, on the likes and dislikes of a person. Okay, so there are many people who likes non-veg foods. Some are there who likes vegetarian food more. So we can't say that all of us should eat vegetarian or all of us should eat non-veg food. No. So we only need to balance the nutrients. We can take the same nutrients which we are getting from fish or meat or egg, that from some vegetarian food. Okay. On the tolerance capacity of a person. Like some person, they have a bad effect after eating almonds. They can't digest almond, or you can say they have a infection, or they have an allergy with some particular food. Okay, so tolerance capacity. of a person for a particular food, then their medical history, okay, if somebody is suffering from some particular disease, so we need to see their medical history, then the activity pattern, okay, the particular activity of a person, activity pattern, and their lifestyle. Okay, so this is basically a way in which a personalized diet depends upon the age, upon male or female, upon their likes and dislikes, on the tolerance capacity of a person, medical history of a person, activity pattern of that person. Activity pattern means the nature of job of a particular person. Nature of job. Okay? It means its physical work, how much physical work a particular person is doing, and its lifestyle. Okay? Also certain nutrients, deficiencies and medical conditions may require administration of a special diet with some restriction or some कंसल्टेशन. ओके, अगर किसी के कोई पर्टिकुलर डिजीज है या किसी को किसी पर्टिकुलर चीज का डिफिशियंसी है तो उस हिसाब से भी उसकी डाइट डिपेंड करती है. ओके, सो दीज आर सम ऑफ द मेन पॉइंट्स ऑन विच personalized diet depends on. So if we see a child needs, what does a child need in its diet? It needs all and high amount of all the nutrients. Okay, high amount of all nutrients. Okay, now if we talk about a teenager, what he needs maximum protein, because protein helps in the growth of a body. So what we need, a teenage needs to grow. The height we get and all depends upon the protein also. So if we talk about a teenager, he needs high protein diet. Okay, but if we talk about adults, in case of adults, since growth has been taken place, so they can't take much of the protein, because if they take excess of protein, other disease can be caused at some ages. So adults need a diet which is rich in mineral and nutrients. Okay, so other than other components, so you can see that at different stages of life, when we are child, we need high amount of in all nutrients. In fact, जितना nutrients एक child को आप दे सकते हो उतना अच्छा. When we are a teenager, we need high protein, क्योंकि body की growth होती है, and for growth of a body, what we need protein. And if we talk for adults, we need rich in minerals and rich in minerals and vitamins, not nutrients, vitamins. Okay, so you can see that how at different stage of life the need of nutrient is differing. Life के different stage पे nutrient differ करते हैं. Okay, so pulses, groundnuts, soybean, sprouted seeds that we eat, fermented foods, especially the South Indian people, they eat idli, dosa. These are fermented foods. Or a combination of flours like misri roti is there, or thepla is there, which in Gujarat they eat thepla, made from many cereals and pulses. Next comes banana is there, sattu is there, so one can eat a balanced diet without expensing much on a food material. The proper diet that we are taking, if we are eating chapatis, we are getting carbohydrates. If we are drinking milk daily, we are getting protein from that. Okay? And our food is cooked in oil, so we are getting fat from there. If we are eating fruits, much of the fruits, we are getting vitamins from there. So like this, if we are eating regular food only, we can get all the nutrients that is required to our body. Okay, for that we need not to go and eat some different food or some particular food. Okay, जो डेली रूटीन का फूड है अगर उसको ही हम एक बैलेंस्ड वे में खाएं तो we are going to get carbohydrates, proteins, fats, minerals, vitamins, dietary fibers, and water intake is very necessary. Okay, so eating a right kind of a food is not enough. How a particular food is cooked, that is also important. Okay, so some of the things I am going to tell you that in a case if a food is cooked in such a way or washed in different way, it is going to lose its nutrients. Okay. Okay, so how vegetables and fruits they loses their particular nutrient. Okay, so eating the right kind of a food is not necessary. It should be there that a food should be cooked properly, should be washed properly, so that there is a no loss of its nutrient. Okay, so the nutrients are not lost. So what happens is some nutrients they are being lost while cooking or while preparing food. Okay, so we will see one by one how these nutrients they get lost. So if the vegetable and fruits are cut after, if a vegetable and fruits are cut, washed after cutting. So what happens after cutting or peeling them? If they are washed, it will result in a loss of some vitamins. अगर आप किसी भी वेजिटेबल और फ्रूट को काटने के बाद उसको वॉश करते हैं तो उसके कुछ न्यूट्रिएंट्स होंगे जो कि लॉस हो जाते हैं. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज ऑलवेज एडवाइज्ड टू वॉश अ फ्रूट और वेजिटेबल एज अ होल बिफोर कटिंग. आपने देखा होगा कि आपकी मदर पहले सारे फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल वॉश करके तब वो फ्रिज में मोस्टली डालती हैं एंड दैट इज रेडी टू बी कट एंड cooked. Okay, so we should avoid cutting and peeling. After cutting and peeling, we should avoid washing of a food because it is going to give the loss of some of the vitamins. Okay, so after cutting and peeling off, it can be a vegetable or a fruit. Okay, so if fruits and vegetables are washed, vegetables are washed after cutting and peeling. It may result in loss of vitamins. Okay? ठीक है, पर्टिकुलर विटामिन जो प्रेजेंट होंगे उस पर्टिकुलर फ्रूट में या वेजिटेबल में वो लूज हो सकते हैं, दैट कैन बी लॉस्ट. ओके, बिकॉज व्हाट हैपेंस, व्हाई दिस हैपेंस, बिकॉज द स्किन ऑफ मेनी ऑफ द फ्रूट्स एंड वेजिटेबल्स it contains vitamins and minerals. It is rich in vitamins and minerals, and when you wash it, it gets drained off. Okay. Next is that if you keep on repeating washing of rice and pulses, it may remove some vitamins and minerals present in them. Okay, especially rice. If you keep on washing it, you will see that it is going to lose all its carbohydrate content. Okay, so repeated washing of rice and pulses results in loss of some vitamins and minerals present in them. Okay, so repeated washing of rice and pulses results in loss of some vitamins and minerals present in them. Okay, next what happens, we all know that cooking improves the taste of food. We cook the food and eat, we can't eat it raw. Okay, because cooking increases the taste of a food, and a cooked food is easier to digest as compared to a raw food. Okay, but what happens, at some time cooking results in loss of certain nutrients. Okay, so cooking of food results in loss of certain nutrients. Okay, fine. Many times what happens is many useful proteins are and considerable amount of minerals are lost if excess water is used during cooking and then thrown away. Okay, if you rinse a particular food lots and lots of time, it is going to the many proteins and considerable amount of minerals gets lost. Okay, so if excess water is used during cooking and is thrown, it leads to loss of useful proteins. Okay, many useful proteins gets lost in that cases, and some minerals also. Fine. And one very important thing is that vitamin C. We all know that vitamin C rich foods are, most of the vegetables are, most of the fruits are there, like orange is there, lemon is there, kiwi is there. So if vitamin amla is there, it is also rich in vitamin. So if vitamin C gets easily destroyed by heating, if you heat any vitamin C rich food or fruit, it destroys its vitamin C. So it is not sensible that you should heat much of vitamin C. Okay, so vitamin C gets easily destroyed during heating of cooking food. can see how if fruits and vegetables are washed after cutting and peeling, it may result in a loss of vitamins. If repeated washing of rice and pulses is there, it results in loss of some vitamins and minerals present in them. Cooking of a food, if we cook food, overcooking we have done, it loses certain nutrients. If excess of water is used during cooking and thrown, it leads to a loss of useful protein and some minerals also. Next, if we talk about vitamin C, it gets easily destroyed during heating. If you heat a vitamin C rich plant, fruit or vegetable, so that will be lost. So it is sensible that we should eat some food that is being cooked, and some food should be eaten as a raw, because if you cook them, it is going to lose all its nutrient and you cannot get a proper balanced diet or a required nutrient. Okay, so this was about how vegetable and fruits loses their nutrients. Okay, so obesity, it is a very common word, we are all familiar about it. So eating too much of fats is very harmful. Okay, fat or oily, if we are eating much of fat, we are taking much intake of fat, it's very harmful for us. So eating foods rich in oil, or we are eating much of the fried foods like samosas are there or puris are there, or even eating too much of sweets, any kind of sweet rabri is there, or you are eating malai peda, anything you are eating. So these all ends up in a condition that is called obesity. If you eat so much of it, what has happened is so much of oil you have eaten, so much of junk foods, so much of fried foods, so much of sweet food. So you are going to gain a weight and you are going to be called as a obesity person. Okay? So the excess of fat gets accumulated to such an extent. You have eaten a lot of fats, and now those fats, they have started accumulating in your body in such a way that it starts negatively affecting one's health, well-being and the ability to carry out certain activities. Such condition is called obesity. Okay? So what is obesity? The excess of fats, okay, gets accumulated where? To a such extent that its effect is going to be negative. It starts affecting one's health negatively. Okay, so the excess of fat gets accumulated to such extent that it starts affecting the health of a person negatively, its well-being also. Okay, that person is not well, and ability to carry out certain activities. Okay, so the excess of fats gets accumulated to such extent that it starts affecting the health of one's person negatively, its well-being is being affected, and its ability to carry out certain activity. Such a condition is called obesity. In this case, a person gains lots of weight and that weight is also somewhat unusual types of weight. You will see some muscles are bulging out from the body. Okay, so obesity is not good for health. It's a very bad condition. Now next thing is that deficiency disease. We are going to see deficiency disease. Okay. So a person may be getting enough food to eat, he must be eating enough food, but sometimes the food may contain a particular nutrient and it may have a deficiency of a particular nutrient. ऐसा हो सकता है कि एक person होगा, वो इतना तो खाता है कि उसका पेट भरता है या उसकी नीड पूरी होती है, बट क्या है कि उसको सारे न्यूट्रिएंट्स प्रॉपर अमाउंट में नहीं मिल रहे हैं, कुछ न्यूट्रिएंट्स तो मिल रहे हैं, कुछ के डिफिशियंसी हो जा रही है, कुछ न्यूट्रिएंट्स लैग बिहाइंड हो जा रहा है. सो इफ such a condition continues over a long period of time, suppose some person is eating only chapati which is rich in carbohydrate, or whatever he is eating that is rich in carbohydrates, he is not taking any protein diet, so he is going to have a deficiency of proteins. Okay, so if this condition continues for a long time, the person may suffer from its deficiency. किसी particular nutrients की उस person को deficiency हो जाएगी. So deficiency of one or more nutrient can cause disease or disorder in our body. Okay, so the funda is that a person is eating food, he is filling his stomach, but he is not taking all the nutrients that is required to our body. He is taking some nutrients, but some nutrients are lagging behind. Okay, so deficiency of one or more nutrients. कभी किसी एक न्यूट्रिएंट, पर्टिकुलर न्यूट्रिएंट्स, किसी में प्रोटीन लैग बिहाइंड है, किसी में क्या है कार्बोहाइड्रेट और प्रोटीन दोनों की डिफिशियंसी है. तो डिफिशियंसी ऑफ वन और मोर न्यूट्रिएंट्स, ओके, कैन कॉज डिजीज. Okay, or it can cause some disorder in our body. Okay, so deficiency of one or more nutrients can cause disease or disorder in our body. Okay, so disease that occur due to lack of nutrients over a long period of time is called deficiency disease. Okay, so deficiency disease is what? A particular disease that occurs due to lack of nutrients for a long period of time. लंबे समय के लिए. कभी कभी क्या होता है कि कुछ पीरियड के लिए किसी को सपोज आयरन की डिफिशियंसी हो गई, मीन्स कि हीमोग्लोबिन कम हो गया, तो वो पर्टिकुलर पीरियड के लिए कम हुआ, कुछ दिन उन्होंने आयरन रिच फूड लिए और उनका ठीक हो गया. बट कभी कभी क्या होता है, डिजीज दैट अकर ड्यू टू लैक ऑफ न्यूट्रिएंट्स ओवर फॉर अ लॉन्ग पीरियड ऑफ टाइम डेफिशिएंसी डिजीज, लॉन्ग पीरियड के लिए किसी चीज की डेफिशिएंसी होना। ओके, दैट इज कॉल्ड डेफिशिएंसी डिजीज। Now, if a person does not get enough protein in his or her food for a long time, he is going to remain a short-heighted. We know that protein helps for the growth of body. He is going to, so this is going to stop his growth. Okay, growth will be stopped. There will be a swelling in the face if the protein is being lacking. Discoloration of hair will be discolored. The black color of the hair is going to be loosened. Some skin disease can take place and diarrhea is going to occur. Okay, if a person is going to be protein deficient. If the diet is deficient in carbohydrate and protein both, for a long period of time, the growth may stop completely. अगर कार्बोहाइड्रेट और प्रोटीन दोनों की डेफिशिएंसी होती है तो पूरी ग्रोथ ही किसी पर्टिकुलर पर्सन की रुक जाएगी, क्योंकि ना तो उसको एनर्जी मिलेगी बॉडी में, ना उसे ग्रोथ के लिए प्रोटीन है, दोनों नहीं है। कार्बोहाइड्रेट गिव्स एनर्जी, प्रोटीन गिव्स ग्रोथ टू अ बॉडी। Such a person becomes very lean and thin and very weak that he may even not be able to move. Okay. Next, if one you must be sure that you get all the nutrients in our food. We must drink a good amount of water to maintain the healthy body and free from disease. Okay? प्रोटीन की कमी होगी तो ग्रोथ तो स्टॉप हो जाएगी। सबसे पहले आपका हेयर्स के कलर डिसकलर हो जाएंगे, बॉडी में स्वेलिंग हो जाएगी और स्किन डिजीज भी हो सकती है और डायरिया हो सकती है। अगर प्रोटीन और कार्बोहाइड्रेट दोनों की डिफिशियंसी होती है तो कंप्लीट ग्रोथ स्टॉप हो जाती है और वो पर्सन बहुत लीन और थिन हो जाता है, ही इज इवन नॉट एबल टू वॉक। सो इट इज रिकमेंडेड दैट यू शुड ईट अ फूड which is rich in all kinds of nutrients. You should try to eat all types of nutrients. It's not ki only eat carbohydrate rich diet. You should eat carbohydrates, proteins, fats, everything. Okay? Just to make yourself free from disease. Okay? Next we will study about malnutrition. ओके, अब मालन्यूट्रिशन की बात करते हैं तो इम्प्रॉपर इनटेक ऑफ न्यूट्रिएंट रिच फूड may lead to another condition that is called malnutrition or undernutrition. Okay, so improper intake of nutrient rich food, improper, okay, if not you are not taking properly, improper intake of nutrient rich food may lead to a condition called malnutrition. Okay, next what happened? Without adequate intake of food, our bones become very thin or very brittle, our muscles get weakened and our thinking becomes foggy. Okay, so in such situation our body is said to be malnourished. Okay, our body is malnourished, it is deficient with some kind of nutrition. When there is a lack of protein in our body, repair of wounds and injury becomes difficult. अगर आपकी बॉडी में प्रोटीन की डिफिशियंसी होगी तो अगर आपको कोई भी चोट लगती है तो उसका रिपेयर नहीं होगा, और कोई भी इंजरी होती है तो वो जल्दी ठीक नहीं होगा. ओके, when this is combined in adequate intake of calories, it leads to a condition that is called protein energy undernutrition or malnutrition. Okay, so this is also called protein energy undernutrition. Okay, so next we shall see there are two types of disease that takes place due to malnutrition. So there are two types of ways in which a protein energy malnutrition takes place. Okay, protein energy malnutrition if we talk about. Okay, so the one is the kwashiorkor and the other one is the marlamus. Okay, so first we shall see about kwashiorkor. So in kwashiorkor, a marginal energy but insufficient protein intake takes place. Okay, so what is their marginal energy and insufficient protein intake? Okay, and if we talk about marasmus, so in this case insufficient protein and energy intake, both are insufficient. Okay, insufficient protein and energy intake. Fine. Now we will see about in detail about kwashiorkor. So people with severe protein deficiency are often at high risk of developing this disease. Okay, जो भी पर्सन होगा जिसको बहुत सीवियर प्रोटीन डिफिशियंसी होगी, बहुत ज़्यादा प्रोटीन की डिफिशियंसी होगी, उसको ज़्यादा चांस है क्या होने का, kwashiorkor. Okay, so people in rural areas are more likely to suffer from this disease as they lack protein rich diet. Okay, so it is often they rich high in carbohydrate, a diet which is rich in carbohydrate and low in protein. It can lead to showing symptoms of kwashiorkor. Okay, if you are taking a diet which is high in carbohydrate and it is low in protein, you are going to get the symptoms of kwashiorkor. Okay, so in kwashiorkor what happens, there is a fluffy appearance. We know that if there is a deficiency of protein, the body is going to swell. Okay, so a fluffy appearance is there due to retention of fluid because water is not being excreted out. Okay, a person is not able to gain weight and bulging of an abdomen की भी bulging होगी. Okay, तो इसके symptoms क्या हैं? Okay, so symptom is that a person is going to give a fluffy appearance. Fluffy appearance. Okay, first. Second is going to, that he is going to be very lean, inability to gain weight. Okay, and bulges abdomen. bulging of abdomen. Next we will see about marasmus. In this, insufficient protein and energy both are insufficient. Children and young adults are most likely to develop this disease. Okay, this disease occurs mostly in children and also in the adults which are young in age. Okay, so there is an inadequate intake of both energy and protein. दोनों का ही लेस हो जाएगा, दोनों एनर्जी भी लेस हो जाएगी, inadequate insufficient intake है और प्रोटीन की भी insufficient intake है, and this condition leads to marasmus. Okay, so इनके symptoms क्या हैं? There is a weight loss, chronic diarrhea is there, dehydration is there, stomach is going to shrink, and a major symptom of marasmus. Okay, so here we will see the symptoms. So the first very symptom is of chronic diarrhea. There is a chance of chronic diarrhea. Okay, it mostly occurs in this case. In case of diarrhea, you know that you are not going to digest anything. Sometimes it is so serious that you can even not digest water or any other fluid. So neither you can digest a liquid nor a solid. Okay, so chronic diarrhea is there, weight loss is there, dehydration is there. Okay, next is that our stomach is going to shrink, shrinkage of stomach. Okay, so the symptom of Kwashiorkor is fluffy appearance, inability to gain weight, bulging of abdomen. Symptom of marasmus is chronic diarrhea, weight loss, dehydration, shrinkage of stomach, and the main difference between both is that in this energy is not sufficient, it is only marginal energy, but protein is insufficient. In this case, insufficient protein and energy intake both are there. Okay, so now I will be showing you some disease or disorder that are caused due to deficiency of vitamins and minerals. So let's check the list. Okay, so now we will see some disease and disorder caused by a deficiency of vitamins and minerals. Okay, so here you can see there is a list of vitamins and minerals, and here are the deficiency disease and disorder that are being caused, and these are the symptoms which occur when there is a particular deficiency of a particular item. Okay, so vitamin A, as if you will go in my previous video, you will see that there I have discussed about vitamin and minerals. So this vitamin A we get in the foods like carrot and all. Okay, so if we have a deficiency in vitamin A, there is a loss of vision. It is going to directly affect our eye. Okay, so what are the symptoms? Poor vision, loss of vision in darkness, means in night. Sometimes complete loss of vision is there. Okay, and there is a disease that is called as night blindness, which occurs due to deficiency of vitamin A. Okay, if a person is suffering from a deficiency of vitamin A, he is going to suffer from night blindness. Okay, next comes vitamin B1, that is very. In this case, the muscles get very weak and very little energy to work. Okay, so the person is having a weak muscles and he is not having energy to work. He will feel very lazy and drowsy types. Okay, next comes vitamin C, as we have seen that orange, lemon, amla is there, and turmeric is there. All these are rich in vitamin C. Okay, so if there is a deficiency of vitamin C, we are going to suffer from a disease that is called scurvy. It means there is a bleeding gums. Wounds took longer time to heal because it is going to affect the gums that is present along with your teeth. Okay. Next comes vitamin D. The best source of vitamin D is the sunlight. Okay. And after that there are many foods like ghee is there, butter is there. Those gives us vitamin D. Okay. If there is a deficiency of vitamin D, we suffer from rickets. Okay. In case of rickets, what's happened? Bones become soft and bent. Okay. If we are suffering from a deficiency of vitamin D, automatically our calcium is going to be lower down, because this vitamin D, it helps in the absorption of calcium. Okay. So in such case, our bone is going to be affected. You can see here, bones become soft and they bend. Okay. Next comes calcium. If there is a deficiency of calcium, a mineral calcium, then our bone and tooth decay is going to take place. Weak bones and tooth decay. Okay. Next comes iodine. Iodine. If there is a deficiency of iodine, the disease is called goiter, and sometimes a person can suffer from hyperthyroidism and hypothyroidism. Okay, so thyroid occurs. There is thyroid is of two types: hyperthyroidism and hypothyroidism. In one case, hyperthyroidism, there is an excess of iodine, and in hypothyroidism, there is a deficiency of iodine. So we can see that, as I have already told you, that excess of any mineral or vitamin or the deficiency, both are bad for us. Okay. So here I am dealing with goiter. In case of goiter, gland in our neck appears swollen. Okay, so the thyroid gland is present in our neck, which appears to be swelled, and it is just like bulgy out. Mental disability in children. Okay. Next comes iron deficiency. Okay. So if there is a deficiency in iron, our hemoglobin level lowers down, and a person is called anemic because he is having a low iron, and that person is going to be very weak. If your hemoglobin is less, you are going to be weak. Your food carving will be less, and even you will feel all the times drowsy. You will feel like you have not slept along and you would like to sleep. Okay, so these are some of the vitamins you can see and some minerals we have seen on, and these are the disease that takes place when there is a deficiency of that particular vitamins and minerals, and these are the symptoms which are going to occur. Okay, so this was all for the part 3 of the chapter components of food, and here we complete our chapter also. So we have studied a lot about how our body needs a proper nutrient, a balanced diet our body needs. Okay, excess is also harmful and deficiency, both is not good. It means we need all the nutrients in proper ratio in an adequate amount. Okay, it's not like you just eat a carbohydrate and you go with a deficiency of protein, or you just keep on eating fat and become obesity. Okay, so you have to eat all the nutrients, major nutrients, especially carbohydrates, protein and fats should be in proper ratio. After that, vitamins and minerals should also be taken, although it is required by our body in a small quantity, but it should be also sufficient to our body. After that, dietary fibers are very good, because if our body is not going to have any roughage, our digestion is going to be very poor. Okay, and the food that we are eating is not going to be digested. And next, water intake. Water is also a very essential liquid for our body, so we should drink a plenty of waters, and we should eat vegetables and fruits that are rich in water. Okay, so this was all for today. Here I end up, and thank you so much. Thank you for watching my video, and if you like my video, please give a like button. I would like to add on that OliScholar has got its app app. You can see here it's with the name CSCS e-learning solution. You can go in Google Play and download this app. There you are going to get all the video sessions, like classes are also conducted, audio notes are there, video notes are there, and also there are MCQ questions. You can give a test just to check yourself. Okay, and if you are having any query, please mail us on our mail ID, or you can also contact on this phone number. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching the video, and if you have not subscribed our channel yet, please do subscribe it so that you can get the daily updates of the videos which we are uploading. We upload video daily. Thank you.